Okay, Coach, we are at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13.
Let's go, baby.
Ready.
55, knock 55. I'm coming.
Five.
They'll run on first down. Bates. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Bates. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down.
We want it. Come to my world. Take four.
Hey, Delta.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They only get 2 there, but on third and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Set.
52's the mark. Check 52's the mark. Tighten up. Pull it together. Alert 3.
Hey, Echo. Snap.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, wahoo. 2.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. There doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They run for the first time with Justice Hill. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
7 yards there and a first down.
Here we go.
Throwing on first down. Reese Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cox. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Alpha. Pilot, 64, read.
Second and 3. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Check nickel.
61, matchbox, lights. Hey, Zoom.
On 3rd down, it's Hill. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. They stick on the ground on 1st down with Hill. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Reese. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Now back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He'll return it from the 6. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory.
65.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Set. 18 Gator.
It's going to be a long
On first down, Reese. This is Jennings. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking deep for Jennings. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Go set.
At the
10-2 start.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Smooth. Snap.
Back to throw. And this one's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd down 6 at the 48-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
Coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a man open down the middle of the field. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Let's go. 50, plant.
Check 55.
Roll out. Deep rip.
Following the penalty, it's Hill. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off play action. Reese. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Reese got a man open. That's Harry. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. I got you.
From the gun, Reese. Flush to his right. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Hill, the intended receiver once again. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Hill down right around the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I'm going to get you all day.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 42 yards out. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
10 yards on the pickup. In 2nd and 2.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. second down and inches. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target. Third down here.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Now a 10th carry for Hill.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
Down. 91.
Throwing on third and long. Reese. And that will be incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The pass there over the middle to start things out. 19 yards there on the pickup. And that'll make it second and short. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, second and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. 7 yards there and a first down.
Second and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, orbit. Snap.
He'll look to throw. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Mark 55! Mark 55! Hard! Kill! Let's go!
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Reese. They complete it to Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9.
Check. Check. Protein spill.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick first down. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Looking to throw. Reese. It's Hill. Complete. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space. Oh, no, he lost the football. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
On 2nd down, Hill. Better ball security, but not much else to show for it. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Let's go, team. Let's go. Mike, 55. Let's go. 55.
From the gun, Reese looking for Harry. He airs it out deep, and that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So this is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome. Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end, and all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 44 yards.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
We got three. We got to go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Go! 15-1. 15-1. Hey, Echo!
Second and 11. Complete to Washington. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Brings up third and 1.
Here we go, third and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical third down conversion.
His afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. From the 2 now, second and goal. He'll try to run this one in. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
61, matchbox light. Time go. Look at me. Go.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On the ready.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agree. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st and 10, Reese. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
At the 12-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies.
Back to throw. Reese. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close.